Good morning. It is Wednesday, July 7th, 2021. Today I am here in Ogden, Utah. So I just got off the front runner train. You can see both trains are actually stationed here at the moment. This one on the right would probably be going back toward Layton and Salt Lake City. This is the one that went from Layton to Ogden, and this is actually the final stop headed north in Utah for the front runner train. But let me get out of this station a little bit and then I'll talk about what I hope to explore today. Alright, I'm off the Ogden front runner train. I exited from over there, and after I got off I can see they have something here called the Ogden Welcome Center. So maybe they have some pamphlets, but it looks like it's in an old train car, possibly, which fits the theme. You've got a Union Station horse there. And then over here on the right would be stops for buses that would be coming here. And I can also see in the background that building says Greyhound. And you see right here the sign also points to that. So there's a Greyhound station here. Let's get a closer look at the Union Station horse and Welcome Center. So today I'm going to go near Union Station, which is where that Greyhound building was that I showed you earlier, or just a little bit past that. And then there's actually supposed to be a railroad train museum in Union Station. I think that opens at 11 a.m. Right now it's 9 a.m. But running perpendicular to Union Station is the historic West 25th Street. Why it's historic, I'm just assuming it's been around for a long time, but there's a lot of shops and food places and bars and restaurants on West 25th. Not sure if they're open this early. I know it's more of a nighttime scene there, but I'll take a look at that. And then I'll go on a bike trail that I've seen in Ogden, and along the bike trail is also supposed to be a Botanical Garden, which is free, and that should be open right now, so I'll try to pop in there. And also there's some type of dinosaur amusement park, and I'll see whether I go into that or not, but it looked pretty cool online. So I wonder what if there's going to be more of those horses, because that's two of them that I've seen on a short duration. This path isn't the most well trimmed here, but I'm approaching the Union Station Museum. Let's get a look at the little water tower. Nice landmark for Ogden, Utah. And then the Union Station in the background there. And then the street up ahead, like I said, the one right there, if you make a left, that's West 20, well, I don't know if it's West 25th, it's just 25th Street, plain old 25th Street. There might be an art gallery in here as well. Sure enough, we've got more horses. So I'll try to check this area out maybe around 11 o'clock, see where the train station museum is. And let's get a shot down 25th Street. So I'll probably try to lock my bike up over either across the street or over here and then do a walking tour. Alright, a slight change of plan. Instead of doing the tour of 25th Street now, I'm going to wait until at least after 11 a.m. to do the tour, because that's when most of these stores open, and I think it'd be nice if it was a little more active, or if, I could maybe grab a bite of lunch around that time. So instead I'm going to do the bike trail first, and since the Botanical Garden should be open, I'll swing through there, and that should time things up a little bit better. So before I go to the bike trail, I almost forgot. Just about a block or two away from 25th Street is Lindquist Field, home of the Ogden Raptors. It's one of the minor league baseball teams. And remember, I was mentioning those horses earlier. Here's another one. When I was just making my way down 25th Street, I probably saw like 30 horses. So, and each one has like a unique design on it. I don't know if any of them are sponsored, because this one certainly seems like it's sponsored. But when I do my tour of 25th Street later on, that'll be fun to look at all the horses too. And even on one of the places I saw like a piano with a kitty cat design on it and some colors. But here's a up close look at the logo for the Ogden Raptors, Lindquist Field. I'm not sure if any of the angles give a view of the actual baseball park, but I'm going to go ahead and ride my bicycle around and see if we get a glimpse of how the field looks. They are actively playing games here. I don't think there's a game today, but I think there were some games near the end of June and maybe beginning of July. Although I need to check the schedule again to be sure. So I'm hoping when I turn right here that maybe we'll get a glimpse of something besides another horse. Right now it doesn't seem like it. This just seems like the back so far, no luck. Nope, they've got the fence covering it. So we may be out of luck as far as seeing a better shot of the field. But let's try over here. Maybe along this street. If this doesn't show it, then we're out of luck. I'll actually make my way down here anyway, because I wanted to show the bike paths on this street. They have dedicated bike paths, and that'll take me to the trail. So this is actually restaurants and stuff. The park itself is more inward. Oh, I don't know. Let's see if I'm allowed in here. Worst they can do is shoo me away, right? Oh, there you go. Get a little bit of a shot of the field. seems like a little bit of a plain ballpark. Let's see what's over here. No parking, no trespassing. Well, just get one shot over here. Maybe it's a home plate area. Alright, so that was good that we came this way. I'm going to stop the video briefly to try to snap a picture, and then I'll show the bike trail. So that was fun checking out the Ogden Raptors. Now, about 2 streets back that way would be where 25th was, and just in front of me was where I had gone to see the Ogden Raptors, you know, the glimpse I could see of the field. Now let's turn the camera around and show the bike path that I'm going to be riding on. This is relatively new. I think they did this construction on this street a couple of years ago. It's Grant Avenue, and this is where it starts at 24th Street. So there is still traffic that can go either direction, but they're limited to one lane. This part over here is partitioned and only for bicycles in this green path or sidewalk pedestrians on the right there. Of course, you still have to watch out for, you know, cars coming out of parking lots, for example. And along this way they have some nice artwork. I'm not sure exactly what the artwork is of, but this seems to be lining 24th Street. And this is the perfect time of day to be riding on this side of the street with the shade. Oh yeah, so there's the ballpark where I went on that detour to see what I could of Lindquist Park. The sign there says ballpark to the left, the junction on the right. I'm not sure what the junction is. This one looks like a horse with a person. And then we have at least one more artwork coming up here, leading into 23rd Street. This looks like a mesh of a train along with the map of the state of Utah in the background. So that looks nice. I'm going to take a picture of this and then continue the video. Alright, so let's continue on now. Got 2 more horses on the right here. I wonder if that's the junction down there. Something big that direction, but I'm not sure what it is. We've got more artwork over here. Let's see what this is. Forgive me, I'm terrible in describing or interpreting artwork, other than the fact that it looks cool. Across the street you have Ogden City Plaza. There's some type of cinema pub over there. That restaurant over there says Pie and Fry. Got another artwork here. I mean, I feel like based on the drawing that it has some Indian roots to it. And that one has mountains in the background. Here's what I mean about the parking garages. Still have to be conscious of the cars or trucks turning in. Approaching 22nd Street now. On our right here we appear to have, I'm assuming, a religious building, which looks pretty darn big. Almost reminds me of Temple Square. Let's see here, what does it say? The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and it's the Ogden, Utah Temple. Oh, so I guess it is similar to Temple Square, but just for Ogden, Utah. Let me take a brief detour and go up there. I don't know what the policy is on bringing or walking bicycles here. And it's hard to tell how good the picture quality is showing up on camera right now, because I know the sun is bright. But very nice looking. Sometimes those are the best adventures, right? The ones you kind of, in the video, stumble along with me into. But now we're back on the bike path. So this is continuing where we left off. So that Ogden Temple Square was just behind us. In fact, this is the parking lot. You can still see the temple in the background. Now we're getting up to 21st Street. It looks like the path shrinks a little bit. It still has a dedicated lane here. So this side is not painted green, just white like a normal sidewalk, but it is separated from the other sidewalk. The other side of the street still has the green colored path. You have to imagine this will be developed before long. I wonder if something used to be here and it was torn down. Now we're getting up to 20th Street. Alright, it looks like that's where the dedicated bike lane ends. There is still a bike path in the street area. I might just take the sidewalk though. I think this is right in time because I saw those two bikers up there. I believe this connects to the trail that I'm trying to get to. Alright, looks like I'm going to have to briefly cross the street because there's construction on this side. Speaking of developments. Alright, so I will cross over here. We've got a coffee shop there. then here's the Ogden River Parkway. So there's several loop options. I know the Botanical Gardens and Dinosaur Park are that way. That's where I mainly plan on going, but I do want to see a little bit of this area too. So I'm thinking I may go this way a little bit and then loop back around. Yeah, so let's go ahead and go this direction for at least a tiny bit. I know this part does go further on, but from what I saw on the maps, I mean, it would be interesting, but for the purpose of exploring today, I'm only going part way. And it's nice on the right, as do many of these trails. It flows alongside of a creek. And this creek is actually bigger than the other ones I've been showing. And the water looks nice and relatively clear. You can feel a nice breeze, and there's trees. So this would be a much better path to do on a hot day. Have to remember to hold my camera a little upright. When I was looking back at some of my bike riding footage from the other day, I noticed I was angling it toward the ground at times. We're clear both directions. I think I'll just go a little bit further before turning back around. Oh, you can see a duck down there. Quack. Looks like we take a dip down here underneath the bridge. Let's see where that goes. Guy fishing over there. Well, I get the benefit of rolling downhill. I don't have to work to get back uphill here. So I'm actually at the creek level, so I imagine this is an area that could flood certain times of the season. See, look at that. Alright, this probably seems like a good spot to turn around. Just wanted to explore the left side of the trail. But now I'll head on over toward the other direction. I'll start shooting footage again once I get back to that area where I started at. Alright, we're back here now. I should mention that it's just turned 10 o'clock a.m. Mountain Time, and it's 88 degrees now. I think when I left this morning, about 2 hours ago, or an hour and a half ago, it was only like 78. By noon, it's supposed to get up to 95 degrees, and then 2 o'clock p.m., just 2 hours after that, it'll be up to 100. So that'll be the hottest day so far in Utah for me. And then the high actually is supposed to be 102 degrees around 4 p.m. Hopefully we can get some of this adventure and footage in before we hit those peak temperatures. Alright, what do we have here? Two different paths. Trail or bridge? I'm assuming that they connect. It's a nice shot above the creek. Look at that sign up there, Ogden, with patriotic banners on it. Boof, B-O-O-F. Sounds like this is part of the Centennial Trail. Right now, where's that star at? Yeah, so the star's up there. The Ogden Pioneer Stadium is coming up. I don't think they have the Botanical Garden listed on here, but I swear I saw it on the other map. We'll go ahead and continue on. Actually, I want to swing around and take a picture of this Ogden sign. This is another thing I didn't even know existed. Welcoming you to the city. It says Ogden Pioneer Days, week of July 24th. They celebrate Pioneer Day later in July in Utah. I think it's actually a state holiday. Continuing on the bike path now. Got a nice picnic table here. Wet paint, interesting, with a DVD sitting on the table. Welcome to Ogden City River Parkway. The trail's alongside trees, so it's understandable that it's a little bumpy in spots. Right now, because of the shade and maybe even the water nearby and the little wind blowing, it does not feel anywhere near 88 degrees. Like, if I had to guess, I would say it was still in the 70s. That's how it feels in here.
Stay.
Let's see how far away we are from the Pioneer Stadium. Is that what it was called? I'm trying to remember. You do have to be paying attention on this trail because it slopes down on both sides, so if you go near the edge, you'll fall down into the creek. So is this Pioneer Stadium? I assume so. We got tickets and a will call. Wonder what events they host here. Maybe this is horse racing. That's my guess based on all the decorations. And that would fit the theme. Oh, look at this. I'm missing some artwork. Ogden Pioneer Days Rodeo. This one looks like a nice map. Colorful, cartoonish map of the city of Ogden. So you've got Union Station. That's where we started earlier. I assume down here is the trail at the bottom. And more artwork lining the rest of it. I want to take a picture of some of these, so I'm gonna intercut the video for a second. Alright, so I went ahead and went down the entire way and took pictures of each one. We're still running along the trail here, I mean the creek. But I wanted to come back now and do a video on that one of the city there was still my favorite, ended up being my favorite one. I'll slowly show off the other ones as I ride by. John Wayne, it's all within reach, Ogden Pioneer Days. That's like that sign I just passed. I'd be curious to know when these were installed, if they were art projects for the public. I do see signatures on many of them. That one down there says Summer School 2010, so these might have been here for a decade at least. Yeah, that's that one down there. Allison McGuire says 2008. There's a small trail over there. Not sure where it takes you to. Looks like they're watering the ground for Pioneer Park. I got a little bit of the water sprinkled on me, although I don't know if it's the most ideal to have that one sprinkled on me. Yeah, I'm going to assume that that's a rodeo, horse racing type of thing. On the left here, looks like just a general park with a pavilion. And there's a little skateboard park there. Swimming pool. I know it's not the end of the trail, and that doesn't look like a trail up there, so let me take a peek. Oh, you know what? Let's follow the sign. Golden Spoke. So, leads me to believe that it's on that side. So let me try. You would think that it's going to go on the left side of the road. Let me cross. And go over. That might have been a bad decision because I think now I see the trail over there. Oh well. Oh, you know what? I think it is maybe on this side still. What does that sign say over there? I think I do remember looking on Google Maps now one time a while ago. I'm gonna take a I guess and venture that me looking this up like 2 years ago is still in my memory. I believe you had to go on the street here, and then there you go. I was right. Oh, and it looks like I see a sign up ahead for the Ogden Botanical Gardens. Oh, steep hill downward. I gotta slow down since I'm only using one hand. So I think this trail is actually cutting through the Botanical Garden, or at least the edge of it. Alright. This is probably... Is it an entrance? No, I think I see more people walking over there. This might be an extra long video today between the trail and if I check out the Botanical Garden and then still Dinosaur Park and 25th Street to come. But if you're watching this all the way through, hope you're enjoying it. Let's see, I don't know. I'm gonna walk up this way for a second. Alright, it does say here, welcome to the Ogden Botanical Gardens, but I don't think they want bicycles being walked around. So let me see if there's a way to park. I found a spot back there to park a bicycle. Not sure how big the Botanical Gardens is, but right here at the start of this says all food produced in this garden is donated to the local food bank. So I don't know if they literally mean all the food. I mean, I see some berries on here. I assume that these are tomatoes. Again, forgive me if I'm terribly wrong when I describe things. These ones look like green apples. See, some of them are already in the bag. I wonder if that's to protect them from certain animals once they've reached a certain size. Since I don't know where I'm going, I'm not going to do a complete walking tour. I'm just going to splice in videos when I can. Alright, if I found a map here, number 13 on the right side there is where I park the bicycle in the pavilion. Number 3 is the edible garden. I'm about near number 1 right now. So it looks like I can go either there, a little bit up here, and then this area. So it's not too big of a place. Let's try going down here at number 4 and 5, which looks to be the Rose Garden and the Water Conservation Garden. Then later we'll check out number 11. That's the Cottage Garden. And then we can come back around to number 9 and 8, which are the Accessibility Garden and the, what's the other one? Confier Collection. Okay, so I think we go this way. Welcome to the Water Conservation Garden. Nice peaceful area. I'm not quite sure what Water Conservation Garden means. If there's more to it than this, or was this literally the extent? Or did I take the wrong path? I don't see anywhere else, and this is where I just came from. So let's. Surely it looked bigger than that. Well, maybe this was it. Maybe it truly is just a small botanical garden. I'm gonna have to go check out that map again. So no, I wasn't crazy. That was it. So now I'm gonna make the short walk over to the, I think it was the Cottage Garden. See, for perspective, I've only been to but one botanical garden in the past, and that was the Brooklyn Botanical Garden in Brooklyn, New York. And that place can take you like hours to get through. So that's why, not that there's nothing wrong with this, it's a nice little cute free botanical garden, but in terms of expectations, that's why I was thinking like, oh, surely it's going to be bigger. So now we're in the Cottage Garden. I went to the end of the garden first to film the exit. Just nice and simple. I assume that they're not like extravagant plants or anything like that. That's actually the bike trail I took when I was coming this way. Kind of a small area to get through here. So I'm just about done. I'll wrap around a little bit over there, see what that is, and then I can continue on toward the Jurassic Amusement Park, which I think will be opening in 20 minutes. Here's the final part of the Botanical Garden. It looks like we do have some signs here. Oh no, are those? No, that is a plant. Spring snow crabapple. So I guess that's the type of tree. Let's see what this is. Arizona cypress. I wonder if they have to do special upkeep for a tree like this, because it's not like I'm going up and down Utah streets and seeing these types of trees. But it is a big tree. Also a different like texture than the ones you would see in like a normal pine tree. Yeah, I like when they have the signs on them so you can get a glimpse of it. Oh, looks like I missed a sign in between here. That one is the June Snow Dogwood. I don't know if that's the tree or some of the plants. I'm going to guess it's the tree. It looks to be it for the signage. Alright, and this is pretty much back where I think we started. I don't know, let me see, I didn't go this way. And we do have another sign over here. Let's see what that says. Black Tupelo. So no leaves on it right now. I wonder if it stays like that. The picture of Black Tupelo has leaves on it. And that's like the only one that doesn't have leaves right now. Some nice white flowers. Got a couple more signs here. Let's see what this tree. All the ones with signs on them are the most unique trees that I've been seeing. This one is the European white birch. And then this tree is the baby blue eyes spruce. Alright, that wraps up the Botanical Garden, because my pavilion with the bike is just over there behind those trees. So now I'll grab my bike and continue on the trail. Bye to the Botanical Gardens, and now back on to the bike trail. I think there's going to be a public park up ahead, maybe with just a bunch of green space. And then shortly after that is the Animal or Dinosaur Museum and Park. More picnic tables. Looks like there's a trail, hiking trail maybe mixed in there too. keep seeing that word. I don't know what it means. Really need to look it up. The further we go along this trail, it also brings us closer to the mountains, much like if you watch the Farmington video, that one did too. In fact, the end of the trail leads you to a parking lot for hiking into the mountains. See a little bit of a uphill climb here. Here's that big green park I was talking about. The green space. Looks like they have pull-up stations and other stations along the way. We've got two different directions we can go, left or right. I'm going to say it's to the left here. That picture's too good to pass up. I gotta stop and take a picture of the mountains. Up to 90 degrees now. I checked Google Maps while I was at it, and I should be headed toward the right direction for the Dinosaur Park. Here's Station 3, where you can do abdominal curls, side planks, and front planks. Another station, Station 2, push-ups. So I guess you use that bar to help you do some push-ups. And then we've got one more station on this side. I'm sure there's others around. Let's see what this one says. Station 1 is the high knees. So you can do high knees, trunk rotation, or arm circles. The descriptions are on there, but just from looking at the equipment, I'm not sure what the arm circles, how you do it with that equipment. Big D Sports Park, Goal, Fitness, and Trail. Alright. This one's, I'm going to pause the video for a second while I get past these people. So beyond that green park that we just saw, it looked like there was a golf course as well. Now I went back across the street onto the trail again. Surely the Dinosaur Park is coming up. Maybe it's some of the stuff beyond that barbed wire fence. I see a little trail inside that barbed wire fence area. Oh yeah, I see the dinosaur. So now the quest to figure out how to get inside. Hopefully there's an entrance from the trail and that I don't have to go like all the way around. I believe I see a parking lot coming up on the right. Hopefully the trail swings into that. Oh, is that the T-Rex? Alright, so I think I should be able to get off the path right here. Let me see how close I am to the end of the trail. It might be better to go to the end of the trail and then show the Dinosaur Park on the way back. So yes, we are getting close to the end of the trail, so I think it makes sense to finish off the trail now and then come back. There's also a food place on the trail here. Timber Mines Steaks and Seafood. Someone was asking me the other day, are there trees up on those mountains? So at first you may not think that there's, you may see the green and just think it's grass or something else, but I don't know if you can tell. Let me try to zoom in. If I zoom in up here, the sun's too bright for me, so I don't know if it's showing up, but those are a bunch of trees up there lining the mountain. And we're still on the left side here. You can probably hear it a little. The creek continues to flow. You know what I think I'll try to do is, since these videos are starting to have some more length to them and different sections, maybe in the description I'll try to include some timestamps where people can jump to if they're not interested in hearing every or watching every part of the journey. Alright, so let me think here. We've got that path over there. And then that sign there does say Bonneville Shoreline Trail, but it either goes up or to the left. Which one do I want to try? I'll start off this way at least and see. Looks like there's signage there for the Dinosaur Park. Ogden Canyon Scenic Byway. I wonder if, I know there's somewhere, there's a part that goes underground kind of. I don't know if that was this way or not. Let me look at Google Maps and also get a picture of this. Alright, so from what I gathered, those two different paths take you to two different trailheads that are somewhat close to each other, but veer off to different directions. So let's see where this one goes. I'm not going to actually go in the full part of the trail. Actually, I don't know. Can I get up into this parking lot from here? So this is the Rainbow Trail. If you're going to climb up into those mountain areas, that's an adventure in its own. You should, I mean, you can probably take bikes up there. Not this type of bike, but probably better on a not so hot day. Although, like I mentioned the other day, once you get into the tree area, you know, you're pretty much shielded from the sun the whole time. That's one to bring a backpack, plenty of water, some type of snack, and then go on up and start hiking. And I'll probably stop this video and try to check where that other trail would have gone. Back at the other trail now. So let's see exactly where this one goes. Another shot of the creek. That's a nice view approaching the mountain. Okay, alright, so this is the underground underpass that I was thinking of. So let's see where this took us. Well, it made me climb a little bit of a hill. Huh. Let's see here, there is a canyon trailhead over there. Not sure where this goes. This actually almost looks like it goes alongside the road between the mountains. I wonder if that's actually a bridge that people can walk from one side to another. I did a smaller bridge like that in San Diego. I think this one would scare me a little too much without knowing how secure it is. Unless that's a gondola system. I know there's a place called Snow Basin. That's north of Ogden, but I don't think I'm that close to it. Bike path ends 200 feet ahead. Alright, so just go to the end of this bike path and turn back around. Yep, definitely the end. I don't want to ride my bike through the rocky nature of that. Still some cool scenery. Didn't think I would be immersed in here. So there goes the end of those two parts of the trail. Now I'm making my way back to the Dinosaur Park, which is just up ahead here. We're at the Dinosaur Park and Museum now. This is the indoor portion. Nice painting here. Almost looks like the mountain area I was just at. Ooh. Some various rocks. Danger, high voltage. So the dinosaurs are actually moving. The baby ones have the COVID face mask on. The next room has some more artifacts. And it looks like there's also a downstairs area with some dinosaur skeletons. Mineral abilities. Some of these have labels, like quartz, rocks of organic origin. There's a whole bunch of these stations up here. Alright, now let's go downstairs. So you've got the Triceratops and the big T-Rex. Nanosaurus. Head games. Can you determine which skull belongs to which animal? Well, I mean, heck, that one up there looks like a human skull, right? That's gotta be this one. Yep. Let's pick the turtle. Snapping turtle. This mammoth. Oh, woolly rhino. Mammoths? That one's pretty big. Some fish here, fossils of fish. Malbosaurus. Torvosaurus. Allosaurus. Oh, look at these two. We're outside now, and it looks like the dinosaur has taken a victim. There's a Utah raptor. I don't know if that's supposed to be specific to Utah. I wonder if I should follow the arrows. The arrows kind of go in a random way. But here was the Tyrannosaurus taking its victim. Let's follow the arrows a little bit. Maybe it'll give us a good way to not repeat ourselves. They have speakers to give the ambiance of the dinosaurs. There's the water animals too. Alligator back there. This one has a really long tail. A Dakota raptor. Alright, which ones are real and which ones are statues? Same thing on this side. Some of them are alive. It says exit the parking lot, but I think that's further on up ahead. Those little scary looking ones that run fast, right? Are these ones going after each other? Oh, see, there's the Brachiosaurus. I think I remember that one. That's the one from Jurassic Park. These are the ones fighting to the death. With a little baby one watching in the background. There's the other side of those water animals. What is this big thing? Ophthalmosaurus, the eye reptile. The Allosaurus Cave. Enter if you dare. Well, if the kids were any indication, they just said that was not scary. Here's the cave. They're right. It's not too scary. Got some dinosaur bones mixed in with the rocks. Here's the Austroraptor, the southern robber. Unique look to it. What in the world is that? Diplocalus? What is that thing? I mean, it looks like a wide-jawed big frog or something. Toward the right, that's the bike trail I was taking earlier when I was on my way over here. Let's see here. Should I go straight or loop around? This is a unique looking one. Erythrosuchus, a red crocodile. It's like a short and stocky crocodile as opposed to the green long ones. Let's see what's up here. I turned back around and ended up continuing on that path I was on. Here's the Dimetrodon. See? Probably, let's see here, is it noon? Yeah, it's noon right now, so it should be about 95 degrees, but still feeling good. And they had a cool water station, so I got to refill my water with ice cold water. Maggie Allosaurus. Troodon. Alright, I'm gonna go back for a second because I saw something over here that said Lost Trail. Sorry, the Lost Trail is actually that way, but I must be going delirious because I walked by this thing without even recognizing it earlier. Ankylosaurus. Oh, before I go on the Lost Trail, what do we have here? Mixed in with the wild. The Allosaurus. So now let's see what the Lost Trail involves. I wonder if this thing's just gonna loop around to where I was. I think it is. Yeah, if this next part circles to the right and stays right. I don't know. Yeah, it does. So the Stegosaurus. And in that part I was on earlier to show that a little bit, it just would loop back over here. So it's not just for dinosaurs. You've got wolves here. And then this looks like a So I was gonna shoot a little bit more footage, but then right as I was shooting that bear footage earlier, it said that my phone was overheating from the sunlight. So I went inside the air conditioning thing to try to cool my phone down, and then I figured, geez, it's 97 degrees now. I don't know if my phone's gonna survive for being able to shoot that Ogden 25th Street footage. So that's why hopefully I cooled my phone down. I'm gonna put it away and hopefully it stays relatively cool, and let's see if I can get through the rest of this footage. And then now I'm going to exit the park. Alright, that bench that said wet paint earlier, I had to solve the mystery of what movie was there. It's Mr. Bean, the whole bean. I mean, any movie being left there is random, but what the heck? Who's watching Mr. Bean right now? It is 1:15 p.m. Mountain Time now, and we're back at 25th Street. Hopefully my phone doesn't overheat. As I mentioned earlier, it did overheat at the Dinosaur Park. I'll try to, if I can, stay in the shade. But here is historic 25th Street. Little sign here giving some of the background and history, talking about the development of 25th Street. So it says in 1850 25th Street was nothing unique. 1885, this street was the first in Ogden to ever be paved. The street's glory days span from the 1890s to the 1940s. And then 1977, it was recognized for having the most complete continuous selection of turn-of-the-century architecture in the state of Utah. So we're only going to be going this direction, not behind me toward the mountains, because I think from the map this is where most of the stores are located. Got a beauty salon and supply store here. I'll have to remember to keep looking at my video to make sure it didn't stop at some point. Serendipity. Sounds like it has protein shakes, energy drinks. Great Harvest Bread Company. Great soup and sandwiches. Here's the Queen Bee. Chocolate and gifts. Gallery 25. So it looks like I see a horse painting in there and some other art gallery things. Here's the City Club. That's a 2-floor bar and restaurant. I have been in there before. Jack and Jill's Boutique. Lingerie, novelties, oils, and adult games. They're opening in the evening hours, 4 to 9 p.m. Next we've got Warren's Craft Burger and cold beers. Let's see what the menu says here. Oh, they've got craft burger for $11.50 with your choice of fries. One of these places I'm gonna grab lunch at on the way back. Here's one of the many horses I've talked about with the intricate designs. And then there's a small statue here. I'm not sure what that exactly is, except other than it being a little kid eating an ice cream cone. Pepito's Philly cheesesteak. Another salon. Here's another bar called Brewski's. Brewski's takes up three whole storefronts. Oh, look at this. Ligori's Pizza and Pasta. Yeah, these definitely have to be sponsored by some of these places. Legacy Downtown. Speaking of... No, this isn't Ligori's. I was thinking this is the horse, but it's not. It's La Ferrovia Italian Restaurant. Do they have a menu? Because Italian is right up my alley. Oh, lasagna. Alright, if they're open, that could be my top choice. I'll have to see. Oh, so now open Wednesday through Saturday for lunch and dinner. So I think that should be open. If there's not enough street parking, there is a parking lot back there where you can then come around for these businesses. Here's another horse, past and present, and showing off the Union Station. Can't read what the sign says here. Shows up better at nighttime. But seems like another bar. This is Tona Sushi Bar and Grill. So you can imagine at nighttime this street would definitely be popping with lots of people. Problem is my camera does not film well at all at nighttime. Here's a black, red, and white horse. What's black and red? Black and white and red all over a newspaper, or apparently, I guess, a horse with different houses and trains and animals on it. Here's a piano on the street. I referenced this earlier. I don't know if it actually works. Yeah, it does. That's the extent of my piano skills, is playing Mary Had a Little Lamb. I'm gonna go ahead and cross. I think I didn't hit the traffic light in time. So there's a barber shop here. We've got another horse. This one is a yellow horse with more horses on it. Kind of a silhouette look with two cowboys and cactus. 25th Street directory is a little bit faded. Seems to be a pottery place here. What do we have up here? Beehive Naturals. Rovali's Ristorante Italiano. So we've got another Italian restaurant here. Here's another horse, more of a patriotic look with the Utah symbol on it. Although for some reason there's a clown on the back of it.
That was fucking handmade for me though, bro. My dad made that for me.
Here's another horse with a blue look to it and various more silhouettes of some kind. I paused the footage earlier because there are a couple spots with homeless people sitting on the sidewalk, so I try not to point the camera or feature it when I see that. Looks like a retro clothing shop is here. That bicycle looks familiar. Here's the Lighthouse Lounge. Nice signage there. So another bar. It says the entrance is 2 doors down. So there's the lighthouse entrance right here. There's a place called The Club, 2-Bit Street Cafe. Gift House, Lona's Sporting Goods. I don't know if it's still that. No, it looks like it is. Maybe it's a pawn shop place though. Yeah, Ogden's oldest and friendliest pawn shop. Pearl Tea and Cafe is here. And then I think we have one more place on the corner. What is it? It's just a real estate group. We do have another horse here, again with the patriotic look. And there's the Union Station that we saw earlier this morning. Still have to decide if I want to go over there or if I've had enough for the day. Well, let me go ahead and stop this video. I'm going to cross the street and showcase the other side of 25th Street. So now we're on the other side of 25th Street. That's the side we just covered over there. We're starting off with Four Sisters Furniture and Custom Framing. They've got some handcrafted merchandise, it looks like. Chair for $149. Okay. Over here we have a horse featuring the Ogden Raptors baseball team. Here's a small statue. Interesting that there's like a US mailbox below that on the post. Soda Baum. I wonder why they have a one-of-a-kind fairy houses in the window display. They also have some other vintage-looking toys in there. Here's a place called Waffle Love. And then you have a coffee shop next door. Continuing our walk, Ogden Recording Studio. You've got 25th Street Boutique. Although it looks like that one is vacant. Jewelry store. Got some t-shirts in there. Children's boutique. I'm trying to go a little bit quicker on the walk now because my phone was showing signs of heating up again. But I can slow down to find Jake from State Farm. Rainy Day Emporium. Another salon. Here's another horse. So this one has a view of the city with multiple horses running on the block. Looks like on the tail it says Union Square, and on the very back of the tail it says Front Runner. I would get closer to that sign, but it's right in the sun. So it talks about 100 block historic buildings. Alaskan Gold Connection. So this sign here is associated with the store, this jewelry store. So beauty supply here. This is Cold Stone Ice Cream, or Cold Stone Creamery. So they're a national chain, I believe, so they have delicious ice cream flavors. But there's one right on Ogden. There's Jesse Jeans on historic 25th Street. Here's another horse. Well, these horses just are here left and right. I actually missed this little statue here as I was walking. The guy doing a wheelbarrow. Most of these buildings are occupied or saying coming soon. There's Pressed Together, some type of raw and organic food. I think food, it could be something else. Here's Hearth on 25th Restaurant, Lounge, and Pantry? I think it says Pantry. So that one has multiple places in it. Financial services, divorce services. This is the restaurant part here. Oh, and who doesn't love a good money horse? $100 bill, $20 bill, $50 bill. So if you remember earlier when I was across the street, I was showing this. That's the signage with the clock and Hearth on 25th. There's even some artwork on these things here. Alright, I didn't press the button, but I can go now. I don't want to sit in the sun. Alleged Moxie. I assume that's a bar, although it could be out of business. Here's Lucky Slice Pizza. I think I'm going to go ahead and grab some slices from there. I was looking at their menu earlier and it looked pretty good. Yeah, so there are a couple vacant ones. I'd say 1 out of every 5 places are vacant right now. Perhaps that'll change as things get back to normal. There's Stella's Fine Italian Cuisine. So the restaurant entrance actually looks like it's there. Here's historic 25th Street. Cool looking dragon right there. I'm gonna take a picture of that. So this might actually, even though that sign was there, that might be separate, and because this still says Stella's Fine Italian Cuisine. Although they don't appear to be open. Yeah, 4:30 p.m. is when they open for dinner. A horse with some flowers on it. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Pig and a jelly jar. Okay. Not sure what they sell. Oh boy, here comes a stretch of sun. Gonna try to make it through this part quickly. Here's the needlepoint joint. It looks like they have things that are made out of sewing. Up here we've got Roosters 25th Street Brewing and Eatery. Nice little patio and an indoor patio. Another one of these cool looking pianos. Kid on a bicycle. We've also got Ogden Get Out and Live. Oh, I should have seen this bike rack here earlier too. Alright, shouldn't have too much further to go. See, there's the City Club again. That was near the beginning of our walk earlier. Here's Wise Guys Comedy Club. So it should still be active because it lists a date for an upcoming show. Alright, I think we made it. Across the street on the left side is where I started. Got another horse here. I thought about showing Ogden Park. Although there are some people there, I did notice some homeless people in the park too, so I didn't want to show the horses up close there. Just another one of these random artworks. Let's go ahead and press the button. Alright folks, after looking at 25th Street, I settled on getting some pizza. This is Lucky Slice Pizza in Ogden, so they have various slices of pizza, breadsticks, menu, very spacious inside, drinks over there. And then here's my order. I got a pepperoni slice, cheese, and a breadstick. You can see 25th Street out there. Nice little bicycle to carry pizza out top. Right, inside Union Station now. They close at 4 o'clock and it's 2:30, but should have enough time to explore. And this little sticker here indicates that I paid my admission, which was $7 for access to 5 different museums. So let's take a look. This is the main lobby. I assume it used to be like a grand lobby for an actual train station. So it's mostly a big open area with the high ceilings and then artwork on both sides. And over there is where you, on the left, where you pay your admission. So we have a gallery and then several other museums. So let me think about where to start off. Got the Utah Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum. Interesting Salt Lake City police uniform. Rodeo outfit. There's Here's Ogden 25th Street, I believe, on a 1940 Day Pioneer Day parade. Interesting that you see from the top rail a tram steel beam from Cleveland Electric. So there you go up there, Cleveland Electric. This is like a railroad track. A little throwback, arriving and departing Ogden. Showing the different time zones and what time it is. So I think this is supposed to be a shot of 25th Street. So this is a model right here of Union Station and then 25th Street. So this train has actually been flowing. Let's see if it continues on into this one. I think this is the end of it, at Wyoming. The train actually turned around. Got a Union Station model car there. And over here we've got the Browning Firearms Museum. So I am not an expert in firearms whatsoever. All I see are a bunch of rifles and shotguns. And then that's pretty cool seeing a wood sample of a gun. Enlarged training model for the military. Machine guns. Similarly, I am also not a car expert whatsoever, let alone a vintage car museum. These certainly seem to be in pretty pristine condition. What was that, like how to fill air, or was that an old gas thing? I don't know. (1930) Cadillac. 1932 Lincoln. 1929 Durant. Alright, so it is still 100 degrees outside, but fortunately the past hour and a half or so I was able to relax in Union Station, check out a few neat looking museums, and the front runner train, which is just, if you remember earlier, about 2 or 3 blocks down from here, comes in 30 minutes. So this museum closes at 4 o'clock. It's 3:28 right now, and the next front runner train leaves at 4:03 p.m. So I'll hang out here for a few minutes, go grab the bicycle, take it to Ogden Station, and minimize the amount of time I have to spend in this 100-degree weather. But thanks again to everyone for watching the coverage of 25th Street, the trails in Ogden, the various places I went, like the Botanical Garden, Dinosaur Place, and Union Station. Hope you enjoyed what Ogden has to offer, and take care, everyone. A little bit of bonus footage. If you're taking a bicycle, there are certain cars on the front runner that say bicycle friendly, and they have these racks. So there's 3 slots there, 3 slots there, and 3 slots there. So plenty enough to accommodate bicycles. You just have to make sure you look for the one that has the bicycle rack on it.